4 fastest and cheapest Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, EasyMut.com. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's on, buddy? It's Fire here, back from the video, and today I'll be showing you guys how to run a great coverage defense and shed defense. Now, if you guys don't know what a shed defense is, it's basically just where the defensive line teams get better shed animations, especially the defensive ends off the outside with specific formations and certain adjustments to go along with it. So I'm going to be in the 4-6 normal today. It's a pretty unique formation. Not a lot of people run it. It's going to be out of the Cincinnati Bengals defensive playbook. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I would filter the speed package, but I actually want TJ Watt at DN. The Steelers actually do have some great pass rush or great fast linebackers, so I don't need it. I have Mark Barron, Shazier. I could put Devin Bush here as well. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, you can go to the speed package, and you can also get a cornerback there if you want, but for video's sake, I want TJ Watt here at the DN. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is set my audibles. I have cover 3, cover 2 invert, and fire zone 3. Those are the 3 plays I'm going to be going over, starting out with this cover 3. So I like to run it just regular, not really flips. You can run it flipped if you want, but regular is good enough for me. Let's just head into a random shotgun pass here. Now what I like to do first off, right off the bat, I'm going to show you guys a couple of different ways you can run the D-line adjustments. First one being just spread your D-line, slant outside, and contain. That's just going to be a basic way to get the D-ends on some better ways. You can also base the line, move these guys in a little bit, but you're also going to put cloud flats on your field. That's just why right stick down, right stick up, basic cover 2 setup. I'll go over a little bit more with this cover 3 later. But this is just a stock way of running it. You guys see, they're going to be forced to check down. You're throwing it over the top. The unfortunate thing with the CPU is that they just throw it super fast. You can't really see these sheds. But again, spread your D-line, slant outside, contain. I'm going to base the line as well. And then just put those cloud flats on your field. Now, I know a lot of you might be getting cover 3 beat. You're just going to manually adjust, put those corners in deep halves. Now, so you just double tap wide, pull up your quick adjust, click X, and the right stick to the right. Again, do that for B. Just takes a little bit of practice, but super easy to do once you memorize the adjustments. They're going to run a little bit of a motion here, actually. They're going to quick throw, but I'm actually going to head into the instant replay and show you guys how these sheds are getting super glitchy, because a lot of people aren't just going to sit in the pocket and make those quick reads. I know it's the CPU, so it's kind of hard for me to show, but I want you guys to, I'll go over, show TJ Watt, and then I'll show Cam Hayward. Now, TJ Watt, watch this animation that he gets. He's getting this sort of arm tackle animation with one hand, but he's just going to push off the outside, and that's just going to be a super glitchy animation. If he scrambles out to the right, he's getting instantly sacked. Now, the rest of the D-line is getting super good. Cam Hayward's not that good pass rusher, but you guys see he's getting sort of the same animation. Since he's sitting in the pocket, though, the sheds aren't doing as good. A lot of times your opponent's going to move around. That's just going to bring the sheds closer to the ball, and they should be more likely to get around. Kind of hard for me to show that, but you guys can see the sheds are right there. It's just not going because they're throwing the football so quickly just to this drag route. But you guys see they're not even picking up too many yards. It's just the stock cover 3. I'm going to get a little bit more adjusty later in the video, but the stock cover 3 can definitely get the job done. You also don't have to spread your D-line if that's not your thing. You can just slant outside and contain. I'm going to put cloud flats on my field always. I usually like to keep those outside thirds unless you're getting burnt. Then I recommend just putting the deep halves. It's not worth it really getting burnt. You guys see we're making them throw in coverage. Now you guys might have seen that the sheds weren't as good out of that, which is why I kind of like to spread. Now you don't have to necessarily contain, especially if you're going against a standing quarterback, but I just kind of recommend it. A lot of times the contains aren't necessary, especially if you know he's not scrambling out of the pocket. You might just want it to slant outside. But you guys see we get sort of the same animations, not maybe as good of an animation, but we still do get some decent animations. TJ Watt was coming off the edge if Trubisky didn't throw that ball right when he did. One last time though, base the line. I'm just gonna slant outside. I'll spread. You don't have to spread. You can just clear. You can just shift or slant outside, excuse me, and then just put those. This is just a super basic way of doing it, but it's super good just because of this 4-6 normal. It does a lot of the work. For whatever reason, the sheds are just super good out of it. You guys see, look at this animation TJ Watt just got. I actually want to show you guys that, but you get some of these crazy abilities, and these guys are gonna go wild, especially out of this 4-6 normal. But watch this animation TJ Watt gets just from me slanting outside. He's just gonna get the super good animation. Now, it was pretty much a snap throw from Trubisky to his running back, but you get a super fast edge rusher like a Clowney, Aaron Donald, some of those guys, and they're going to be putting in work. That's going to take us to our next play, though, this cover 2 invert. Cover 2 invert is going to be very much like the other play I went over, but I actually kind of like turning this into sort of a cover 3 cloud. So like I said, I'm getting a little bit more adjusty. I'm going to manually put this corner in a soft squat, and then I'm going to put A in a deep half. Now I'm also going to back up A. That's just going to be a simple way to do that. We have basically a cover 3 cloud. I could also put X in a curl flat just to make it a little bit more realistic, and I could put Fitzpatrick in an inside third if it works. And we have vert hooks on the field, so super good. I will go over the adjustments after I show the play, but this is just slanting outside. We're getting super good adjustments. Oh, that was a bad user by me. I was like a second away, but I'm going to go over the adjustments in depth now. First, I'm just slanting outside. Next, I'm going to put B in a soft squat. That's just left stick to the right. I'm going to put A in a deep half. I'm also going to back him up by pressing Y, A, RB, or whoever he's matched up. Usually it's the slot guy, RB, and then just the left stick up or the right stick up. And then basically, this was just out of a cover 3, so you can actually do that out of a cover 3. You don't have to do it out of the cover 2 invert. But I like doing it out of the cover 2 invert just to get the vertical hooks on my field. That's my preference of zone. I like the vertical hooks a little bit better than the hook curls. Now you can just put A in a vertical hook. So once again, those adjustments are B in a soft squat, A in a deep half, and then you're just putting, like I said, slant outside. You're also putting A in a vertical hook, and then you're just backing up that safety. Super basic cover 3, or a little bit of a more advanced zone coverage, but cover 3 cloud, super effective. You can also put B in a cloud flat if you want, and then you can shade to the outside if he's killing you on the outside. But those soft squats do typically play pretty well against those corner routes. Now, like I said, I'm not getting super good shed out animations just because I'm simply just slanting outside. I might want to spread, slant, contain. That's just the basics. One last time though. Not sure. Oh, I moved the wrong guy down right there. But this is our setup. Super basic. We'll see if we can get the glitchy shed animations. We do get both of them on glitchy shed animations, but we do get attacked in the seam. That was a bad user, but usually I would just leave that hook curl there and use the right side. So anyways, that's going to take us to our last play of the video, this Fire Zone 3. Now the Fire Zone 3 is super good simply because of this zone that Mark Barron is on. You can't get it anywhere. If I bluff, or actually I could if I bluff blitz, but this stock zone can help so much. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just, first of all, I'm going to spread my D-line, slant outside, contain, also base the line. I'm just going to do the first basic setup, just put cloud flats on my field, and I'm also just going to put this guy in a vertical hook. Now, you don't want to use your 3-rec zone. It's a 3-receiver zone for short, as I'm accidentally using him. Not sure how that wasn't played by my vertical hook, but alright. Anyways, like I said, you're not going to use this 3-rec zone. What you're going to go ahead and do, actually, is just set this up one last time real quick. Alright, we got this set up. I'm just going to put A in a vertical hook. We're going to be using A. This 3-receiver zone is going to bait like drags. He's going to back up, bait, post. Super glitchy route. That's why I recommend putting your best zone coverage linebacker right there. Or you can actually put a cornerback right there. You guys see, he was baiting that post route super well. I didn't even have to use him with Devin Bush. And I was able to simply not really even have to worry about it. Come down and make a tackle. Now, what I'm also like to do out of this Fire Zone 3 is, again, I'm going to turn this into a cover 3 cloud by doing pretty much the same thing that I was doing. Super basic. Just with the 3-rec zone, and then I'm just going to use her Devin Bush obviously here, or not, and then just make my D-line adjustments, spread the D-line, slant outside, and contain. We have that 3-rec zone. We have a cover 2 cloud type of setup. I'm just going to put him in a vertical hook. You guys see, I could also put B in a soft squat. Simply like that. And you can also put that linebacker in a cloud flat as well. We get a drag, Boom. You guys see that 3-rec zone, although he's not defending the seam, he's doing super well with that post route. I'll show you guys that setup one last time here before we head out. I'm just going to baseline, do my D-line adjustments. I'm not sure how I can move that guy back, but I guess he's not feeling it. Whatever, we're good. Alright, boom, simple adjustments, and we are good to go. Snap the ball. They're going to have to take the flat here. Again, they're just taking the flat. If you get good linebackers, enforcer, you're going to force them to take hit sticks on those. So overall, just a super glitchy scheme. If you guys did enjoy, though, please make sure to leave a like on the video. Show your support to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe as well for some more Fire Madden 20 content in the future. And drop a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just want to talk Madden in the comments. And that's going to do it for today's video. Peace. I'm out of here.